just the pressure on top of my quads as I was coming through that range of motion was, man, that was leaving me with something, that's for darn sure. Good morning. Welcome back. Good to see you again. My oh my, we are already knee deep in this workout. These lever arm squats are, they are something, man. I've greatly been enjoying these. They have been an amazing, amazing tool with the lever arms to get some additional leg movement. There's plenty of things you could do on these lever arms, from lunges to even just, you know, single arm deadlifts using one lever arm in each arm. There's plenty of things you could do for leg exercises here, but these have to be my absolute favorite things that I've set up so far. It's all possible because I have this extra pull-up bar. This is a result of having a 3-post rack, but even if you only had a 2-post rack, if you have, you know, in my setup, I've got the Titan low high row attachment. That automatically gets rid of one of the pull bars you're gonna need for your setup for stabilizers here. Now, if you don't have one of these, I'm sure you can grab one of these online. Now, I had used the fat bar before, our fat grip pull-up bar. That did not feel good. For whatever reason, that increase in diameter felt really bad against our upper back, against our traps. So I would not recommend using the fat bar if you can avoid it. But if you have to, I'm sure you can make it work. Maybe just get yourself a squat pad or something like that to put on there, because for whatever reason, the increased diameter was very uncomfortable and almost unsustainable when doing these heavy squats. As you can see from today's workout, nothing crazy that you haven't seen before. It's a leg day like we did last week. And this week though, we are starting out with these heavier weights here on the lever arms. So we worked up to 350 last week, kind of found our limit on those. This week we're starting right there. And my goodness, is it something. Those hamstring curls were good for us. They were a good warm-up, and like always, they treated us very well and helped prepare us for what was ahead. But man, these lever arm squats are definitely pushing us. We are focused on doing somewhere around the bottom half of the movement. I'm probably closer to the bottom 3/4 of the movement. All I'm trying to do is avoid completely locking out at the top and taking that tension off of our quads. If we can do that, it's going to increase time under tension and increase overall work volume. Outside of that, really nothing special that we're aiming for today. We're going to do some glute ham raises again after this, try to get more reps than we did last week. We've got some leg extensions, calf raises, and then some cable hip abductions so that we can work on our hips here. Those exercises in particular, those abductions and adductions, we're doing one on the first leg day of the week and the other on the second leg day of the week. Between, you know, the sweeping motion out and the sweeping motion in, those are really firing up our hips, and I am loving the burn that they produce. So this especially goes out to all the guys watching this right now. I would wager that most of us don't ever do any kind of hip work, abduction or adductor work. You know, really doing your squats and your hinge type movements is probably the most amount of hip activity you get in that hip hinge area. I'm telling you, give it a go. It's really easy. You could just simply use an ankle cuff around your ankle and sweep that foot in or sweep that foot out, depending on whether or not you're looking to do adductions or abductions. But I'm telling y'all, it's an amazing burn, especially at the end of the workout when you've kind of moved through everything already. I like to superset it with my calf raises just to be a little bit more efficient. Use that downtime to do the abduction or adduction work, but throw it in there at the end. I'm telling you, it'll be good for you. All right, let's get set up here for set number 2. Let's get suited up and under this bar. Don't you hate it when you go into the bar and the music changes to something not that good energy anymore? The worst. If you want some good music tunes, scan that code right there. It's my personal workout playlist, all EDM, hard hitting, high energy. I think you'll like it. Okay, let's do this. Set number 2. Yeah. Last one here. Come on. Solid set. Full 8 reps. Yeah. Hell yes. All right, you know what time it is. It's time for those leg extensions. This is what sends us home every time. Every time. Got 120 loaded up here. This is what we've been doing for the last little while here. I want to really pay attention to this first set, see how it feels, and if this is feeling promising, meaning we can crank out these reps that we're doing, 10 to 12 reps. If we can crank out all of those with the control and the squeeze that we're desiring, I'm going to increase this weight. By how much? Well, don't get your hopes up too much. I'm thinking like 5 pounds. I'm not really thinking much more than that. This has been a good weight for us to be pushing ourselves, especially after those lever arm squats. And I can tell you, I'm feeling it. This is weird, but I was feeling it on the GHR even when I was doing those reps over there. Not actually using my quads for the GHR, that would be ridiculous. But just the pressure on top of my quads as I was coming through that range of motion was, man, that was leaving me with something. That's for darn sure. All right, let's do this. Strapped in, 10 to 12 reps. Come on. Yeah. Yes. Whew. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to take our minute-long break here. We're going to add 5 pounds like we planned. This will be good. This will be good. We're going to focus on getting all 12 of those reps again. Maybe we only get 10. Maybe we get less than that. That's okay. We're going to see what we can crank out of this. And on that last set, if we need to adjust once more, we'll do just that. Now, on that last set, we're going to be incorporating some long length partials at the end there. So let's see what this has in store for us. And crank out set number 2 first. Here we go. 125. Yeah. Come on. 10, come on. Okay. All right, 11, not bad. We're gonna take the full 2 minutes here on this rest and come back for set number 3. We're gonna keep the weight exactly the same. Tough but doable is how I'll describe that last set right there. So if we can get 10 more on this last one here, that'll be perfect. And then we're gonna take this all the way to failure with some integrated partials, long length partials incorporated at the end after that last rep that we complete with good form. All right, last set, focus time. 10 to 12 reps, and then we're cranking out as many long length partials as we can get there after we finish whatever we've got left in the tank here with full ROM, good control. Okay, partials. Jesus Christ. Wow. Good. Wow.